Hey y'all, just getting set up, you know the deal. I need some advice on the audio. How does it sound? Let me know how my voice sounds. Let me know how the background audio sounds. I am gonna play you something before we get started. Me and Jules made a Christmas song, not really, a Christmas skit. Oh, where's that come from? Oh, this comes from my phone. I'll be on in just a sec. But I want to play you guys a Christmas skit that me and Jules made last week for my friend's Christmas album. We do a Christmas album every year, and we've been doing a skit for it. So I'm really proud of this skit, and I think you guys will like it. It is a little long, but I'll be on right after I'm done with it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, let me know how my voice sounds. Okay, cool. Cooper says it's sounding good. Great. All right, well, enjoy this little audio skit, and I'll be on in like a few minutes. Okay.
Tis the season. My name is Wednesday. My partner is Franny Jones. The chief is Captain Kellogg. December the 24th, Christmas Eve. They brought in a guy named Grudge. When I heard what they booked him on, my blood ran cold. It was a 4096325-096704. Not believing in Santa Claus. 4:35 p.m. I was working the holiday watch at a homicide with Franny.
Hang up your stocking yet, Joe?
Yeah, just before I come down. You too, Franny?
Always do. Hung it up early just in case I have to work late tonight. Wouldn't want to miss out when Santa Claus comes, you know?
Sure wouldn't. Would be a shame.
What you gonna do tomorrow, Joe? What you gonna do on Christmas? You got any plans?
Nothing much.
Why don't you come by the house, Joe? We're gonna have Christmas dinner. You know, all the trimmings. Turkey, celery, stuffing, oysters, maybe chestnuts. All the trimmings. Cranberry sauce. Love to have you. The missus always fixes a plate of relish with them little carrot sticks. You know, olives, pickles, scallions. Most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions. Did you ever notice that, Joe?
Ever notice what, Franny?
How most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions?
Scallions.
Anytime after 2, Joe. Love to have you.
Well, I'll see.
Love to have you.
Well, I'll see.
The missus always fixes a plate of relish with them carrot sticks. You know them little carrot sticks. Olives, pickles, scallions.
Let's not go through that again.
Love to have you. Go through what again, Joe?
How most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions.
Oh, you noticed that too, huh, Joe?
Homicide, Wednesday.
Matter, Joe? Matter, Joe?
Bringing in a guy on a 409-635-096704.
You mean...
Yeah, guy don't believe in scallions. I mean, Santa Claus. "6:29 p.m. We questioned the guy who didn't believe in Santa Claus. A guy named Grudge. Says here your name's Grudge, is that right? Yeah! Said you don't believe in Santa Claus?
It's hard to believe what you said. Did you really say that?
Sure I said it. How do you know there is a Santa Claus? You got a picture of him?
No mugshot.
Any fingerprints?
No latent prints. Just no, that's all. It's like saying there ain't an Easter bunny.
Yeah, that's another guy there ain't none of.
Well, that's your story, mister.
Joe, he just said that to make me feel bad, didn't he? There really is an Easter bunny, isn't there? Joe?
Listen, Grudge, didn't I pick you up 3 years ago on a 1492 for not believing in Columbus?
Yeah, I don't believe in Cleveland or Cincinnati either.
How about Toledo?
I ain't made up my mind yet about Toledo.
Okay, mister, I get the picture. You don't believe in nothing, do ya?
Nothing. And you want to know something else?
What's that?
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk right out of this room, 'cause you ain't got nothing on me. There ain't no law about not believing in Santa Claus.
There is in my book. Let me tell you something, mister. I'm gonna prove that there's a Santa Claus, whether it takes me all night.
Heh, pretty funny. The police department ain't got nothing else to do.
Let me straighten you out, buddy. This one's on Franny and me. Right, Franny? Right, Franny?
There really is an Easter bunny, isn't there, Joe? You know, hippity-hoppity, down the bunny trail.
I took Grudge over to the helicopter. Got in, flew around the city for a few hours. I showed him department stores. What's hurrying in and out of those department stores, Grudge?
Happy people, but I ain't impressed.
I showed him stockings. How are those stockings hung, Grudge?
By the chimney with care, but I didn't hang none up.
I showed him children nestled all snug in their beds. What's dancing in their heads, Grudge?
Visions of sugar plums, but you ain't selling me. There ain't no Santa Claus.
He still didn't believe. There was only one thing left to do. My job? Get to the North Pole. "11:45 p.m. We arrived at the North Pole. I set the plane down. We walked over to Santa's workshop. Rang the doorbell. Pardon me, ma'am. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Why, sure. Just tickle me to death.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a brownie.
Mm-hmm. And what are you doing in the North Pole with a southern accent?
Well, the boss sort of ran short on help this year, so he had to recruit a few of us brownies from the South Pole.
Mm-hmm. That figures.
Heh, what a waste of time.
Can we talk to your boss, please?
Oh, he's out. You would come on the one night he's out in the whole year.
Mm-hmm. And what's your particular job, Miss Brownie?
My boss has 8 tiny reindeer. My job? Feed 'em.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. And what do you feed them?
Well, most times I fix up a little plate of relish, olives, pickles, and them carrot sticks. You know them little old carrot sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And scallions. Most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions. How'd you know?
Well, just a stab in the dark. The little lady showed us through the workshop.
My boss will be back for a second load pretty soon. Say, would you all like to hear an interesting story?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you see that huge pile of presents over there?
Mm-hmm.
Man, look at all that stuff.
Would you believe it? They're all for the same man. Been piling up here year after year.
Why didn't the guy ever get them?
Yeah, why?
'Cause he didn't believe in my boss. You know the rules.
Mm-hmm. We know.
I don't suppose there's a chance that this guy could still...
Get the presents? Oh, sure. He gets them all the minute he believes. But I don't suppose he ever will.
Too bad about that guy. What's his name?
Don't say it. I don't want to hear it.
Come on, Miss Brownie. What's his name?
His name? Grudge.
The brownie saw us to the door, wished us a Merry Christmas. We were heading back to the plane when it happened.
Hey,
Yeah, Grudge?
well, you know the guy I said I didn't believe in?
Who's that?
Santa Claus.
Yes, sir.
Well, you think I'm too old to change my mind?
You're never too old, Mr. Grudge.
Well, then I believe in Santa Claus. And Columbus.
How about Cleveland, Cincinnati, and the Easter Bunny?
Yeah, them too.
And Toledo?
I still ain't made up my mind yet about Toledo.
Look, Grudge, up in the sky. He's coming back for a second load.
It's Santa Claus! It's Santa Claus!
There's the only guy I know that can make everybody happy in one night.
Yeah, he must have the biggest heart in the whole world.
That's about the size of it. All right, I think it's time to get hooking. Oh wait, I'm supposed to do this one first. There we go. Ready? Do you guys like my dance? Little elf dance? Do you like my little elf hat? I know I wore it the other day, but I finally got my ears on. Okay, sorry for the stall. I hope you guys liked my little intro skit that I did with Jules for my friend's Christmas album. I was really proud of it. This is our second skit so far. And yeah, I just thought it was really fun. It's based off of an old skit from
an artist named Stan Freeberg, and which that skit is based on an old show like in the 50s called Dragnet. It was like a cop show where they would like solve crimes. It was kind of like what's that show called? LA or not LAPD. What's it called? Well, whatever. Oh, Law and Order. It's kind of like Law and Order. It's got a kind of that kind of vibe, but a little bit more campy. Anyhow, I was really proud of it. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I know it was very silly and a little long, but we're cruising now. And today we got a pretty fun project for y'all. I think you guys are gonna like it. Check this out. Ba-bam! Look how cool that is. All right, so today, how does this sound, by the way? I turned the volume, I like changed the volume a little bit. I think that the background music could use a little up, so I'll turn it up just a little bit. Also the chat isn't populating. Okay, well hopefully it will in a second, but we'll see about that. Hi, Stitch Fan. Hi, Knit Pearl and Squirrel. I love that. Hi, Aliana. How are you guys in the chat? All right, so today we are going to be crocheting. We're going to be designing a Christmas tree from scratch. I have not designed a Christmas tree, a crocheted Christmas tree ever before. So this is going to be a brand new project for me, never done. And I got a few ideas on how it's going to work, but we're going to be going through it step by step together. And then after the pattern is done, I'm going to add it to the website as a new pattern on the website. So I'm going to do my best to kind of give a tutorial while I'm crocheting it, but realistically, this isn't going to be the best, here's how to crochet this thing, because I'm going to be, talking to the live stream and we're doing it live. So there could be a lot of bumps and scratches. My idea right now is that next year over Christmas, I'll redo this pattern again with a whole new video tutorial, but use this one for now, just because it's kind of fun to design something live and make something live. And yeah, and this is going to be the last live stream of the year, and we're going to be back next year, but I'll talk about all that in a little bit. Hey Naughty Flowers, can't stay but want to say hi. Well, hello, thanks for joining. Okay, so if you want to try to crochet this along with me, you're gonna need the following materials. I'm gonna be using all worsted weight yarn in 100% cotton. You know my deal. That's what I really like using for amigurumi, and I think that's going to work really well for this pattern. I do think you could use a different kind of yarn that has like a little bit of fuzz to it, maybe like a wool or maybe even an acrylic yarn, to give it more of like a tree look. But I think that using cotton for this pattern will be nice because you'll be able to really see the stitches, which is going to be useful for like a tutorial, so I can actually show you what's going on in different parts of it. You're gonna need the materials, or the colors green, and then colors for the ornaments. We got blue, yellow, gold, red, and I am going to be adding ornaments based on if people tip. So if you tip, I'll add an ornament based in a color that you want it to be. We're gonna be using bobble stitches for ornaments and stuff like that. So it's all gonna be made in one piece, hopefully, except for the star. We'll add the star at the end. Besides the yarn, you're going to need a crochet hook. I'm going to be using a size G 4mm crochet hook today, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle. You're also going to need to make something for the center of the tree. Now, I'm going to be using this cardboard cone that I got. I actually got this from some yarn that I was using, and this was like the extra remnant. But we're going to try to make one out of paper before we get started so that I can show you how to make one if you want to make one instead. I think it should be pretty, relatively straightforward. But again, I don't know what's going to happen this live stream. You're here with me. We're going to figure it out, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I think that's everything there. I'll be chatting with the chat throughout the live stream. So let me know. I think this music is crazy loud now. Let's turn it down. Oh, I know why it's so loud. It's because it's loud here. There we go. There we go. All right, I hope that's better. Okay, so let's just get hooking. What do you think about that? That sounds good. That sounds good. Do you like the little yarn Christmas tree I made? We're gonna take this apart and use it, but I just thought it was kind of fun. So we're just gonna put it to the side for right now. put all this to the side for a second, and we're going to start with the beginning, as you usually do. I'm going to start by trying to make this cone out of paper, so that way if you don't have one of these cones, you can easily still make something. My idea here is I've got a piece of just like cardstock paper, a pencil, and a pair of scissors to cut the paper with. I think, now it would be really nice if you had a cone to work off of, but I think you could just like roll it into a cone. The way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to place it over my cone and then go like this. We're probably still going to use the cone in this video, but this will be nice. Oh, you know what? We need tape too. Hold on, let me grab tape. I guess this is the only tape I have right now. But I guess this will work. This will work. I got packing tape, but I think that should work. We're gonna be getting crafty today. Also, here's look at my cute little mug. Wait, where? Right there. Look how cute. It's Jimbo. I know it's not in the shop yet, but I'm still working on getting this into the shop soon. So be patient with me. It'll be in the shop New Year. I'm sorry it isn't already. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about how to support while we're going live. But if you want to help support this channel right now, right away, just like this video down below. That would be the most helpful way to support. So I'm just going to basically just make a cone here with this paper. Yeah, we'll go like that. I'll try to get it tight enough. Let's see if we can't get it like a little bit cleaner. Yeah, like that maybe? No, we need it to be all the way up at the end, so like this. Yeah, that looks like it'll work. That's a cone. That sure is a cone. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just tape this part down. If I can get my tape prepared without letting it go. I should have probably gotten the tape prepared prior to rolling it up, but I didn't. Well, that'll work. We should a little bit. And we're just gonna straight up tape it down. This is gonna go under the yarn anyhow, so it does not really matter if it looks funky. And then, because I already have my cone prepared there, I'm gonna draw a line with my pencil along where the inside of this is. And I'm gonna see if we can cut it just straight up. But if I can't, this way I can undo it all and we can cut it outside. But I think I can probably just cut it like this. So actually, maybe we could flatten it and cut it? No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't flatten it, probably. So we'll just start. Cutting around. I missed my line, but that's okay. There we go. Oh, and it changed on the inside. Oopsies. This hat is coming off soon because it is warm in Southern California right now. Toasty out here. How is it for you? Happy holidays, by the way. Merry Christmas if you're celebrating it. Happy Hanukkah, all that fun stuff. It's a good time of the year. Yeah, that works for the cone. That totally works. Now, again, I'm not going to be using this. I mean, we'll give it a shot with this. I just want to see if this part will work as our cone. I'm also going to tape down some more on the outside here. Now the music sounds so quiet, I can't hear anything. So we'll turn it back up in a sec. Okay. So that'll work as a makeshift cone if you don't have like a cardboard cone like this. But we'll put this to the side. I think we'll work around the cardboard cone so that it's easier for me to design. and then work with the paper after that. Let's turn this up a little bit more. Okay. Clayton says it's super humid. We're there. Do you like my sweater? I wore this a few live streams ago, and it's just my favorite Christmas sweater to wear. I've had it for like literally since high school, so like 15 years. Pretty long time. Pretty long time. Okay. So, I think we're just gonna start by going off of this big, giant ball of yarn. Unless I should take apart that one. But no, let's just do this one. That way we don't have to like keep attaching yarn and stuff like that. By the way, if you want to support this channel, it's really easy to do so. Other than liking and subscribing down below, you can support with a tip if you want. You can tip by going to clubcrochet.com/tip. There's also a link in the description. That's a great way to support this channel. And if you tip today, I'm going to be adding ornaments to this tree. And if you tip, you will get to choose the color of one of the ornaments. I'll either do a gold one if you don't want to choose a color, or you can choose any color that you want to it. So I just thought that'd be kind of fun. Just like a fun way to make it so like you can actually add ornaments to the tree if you want. What else? Oh yeah, the best way to tip monetarily is with a Club Crochet membership though. Members get early access to future patterns. They get access to the full library of tutorials. I add new ones every single month. Next month, we are going to be adding a bunch of patterns. We're going to be finishing up a bunch of patterns from the rough draft. So we're going to be making dwarves and little dragons and little like dragon men. I call them kobolds, which should be a lot of fun. I'm super excited about it. I've been meaning to add them to the library for like ever. So I'm very excited to get them finally worked on. Okay, so let's get started with this pattern. I'm going to be using half double crochets for the majority of all the stitches of this pattern. And I'll show you what a half double crochet is if you're not really aware of it. But the reason I'm going to be doing half double crochets is because I want the tree itself to look a little bit different than one of my normal amigurumi. So that way when it's next to amigurumi, it looks different. You know, it looks like a tree. It doesn't look like a person or something like that. So I'm going to try working, starting with a magic loop. And I'm not going to go through the tutorial for the magic loop, but if you want to learn how, there's a tutorial at clubcrochet.com/magic loop. In fact, a lot of our patterns will be there. And after this pattern is done, I'm going to put this pattern right here at clubcrochet.com/tree. Obviously, it's not going to be there now, but when it is finished, that's where I'll put it. All right, so I'm going to start with the magic loop, and I'm going to chain one extra in the magic loop. And we're going to start by doing, let's try starting with just 6 half double crochets into the magic loop. The idea here is we're going to make the tip of it, and then we're going to slowly get bigger as we go. We can make the tip extra like sharp by doing like only 4 half double crochets and then increasing out, but I think that the star that's going to go on top of the tree is going to sharpen it for us, so I don't think I need to worry too much about the tip of the tree being really sharp. You know what I mean? So we're going to see how that works. Okay, so we're going to start with 6 half double crochets into the magic loop. For a half double crochet, if you don't know how to do one, I yarn over with the yarn like this, and then I go into the stitch like that, then yarn over again and pull it through, and then I'll have 3 loops on my stitch, on my hook, and then I'll yarn over and pull through all 3 loops simultaneously like that. That's what this pattern is going to be like 90% made out of. So there is my half double crochet tutorial. I do have a video tutorial for that though if you want to learn more. Nathalie, what size hook am I using? I'm going to be using a size G. Ooh, there you go. G 4mm crochet hook today because that's my favorite kind of hook to use with medium weight cotton yarn. So if you want to use larger yarn, you're just going to want to use a larger crochet hook. Okay. All right, so I'm doing 6 half double crochets here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna go 6. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with a stitch marker. That way we can keep track of where the ends of our rounds are. And I'm just gonna use an extra strand of yarn in a really weird color so it really stands out, so we don't have to worry about like it getting lost in the other bits. I'm only need a little bit. And this is just gonna be used to keep track of where we're at. I'm just gonna place it right into the center of the magic loop like that, and then pull it nice and tight right here, and it'll tighten around the magic loop. Okay, so I think this is a good start. Obviously, we'll see as we go. There's a good chance I might go backwards and undo stuff as we go throughout this pattern, but that fits the tip of the cone pretty well, so I think that'll work. I don't think we're gonna need to add any ornaments to the top. By the way, let me show you the drawing of what I'm working on. Because I did draw it out just to like get prepared a little bit, you know? This is the idea that we're doing. It's gonna be mostly half double crochets, and then in between rounds of half double crochets, I'm gonna do like little frills around, and then we're gonna do bobble stitches for all the little ornaments. Yeah, what is everybody else crocheting today? Stitched fan, what are you making? You making a stitched character? I wanted to show you, I have a gnome that I gave to Jules a while back. So I've crocheted gnomes before, and I think you'd really like them. So I'll just show you it later. I do want to show you a gift that I made for my mom for Christmas, but I want to be sure she's not watching. So Mom, if you are watching right now, turn it off or say something in the chat so I know not to show anything. But who knows? She probably isn't watching. Okay, so now we're going to, I'm gonna do round 2 here of our Christmas tree. I don't think we need to chain up. I think all we need to do is just start working into the stitches that we worked into in the previous round. So if we count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's gonna be our first stitch right here. And we're just gonna work into both loops of that stitch. We're gonna do a half double crochet into the first one. So we're gonna yarn over into that first stitch here, and I'm gonna work around this tail end just for like 1 stitch or 2, just so it's locked into place. But we're gonna do a half double crochet into the first stitch, and then a half double crochet increase, which means 2 half double crochets into the next stitch. And then we're gonna repeat that 3 times total. Basically, I want to bring us up from 6 stitches to 9 stitches, so it's like a slow increase up. And I think that will work. So we did 1 half double crochet into the first stitch, and we're gonna do a half double crochet increase into this next stitch. So there's 1 half double crochet and 2 into that same stitch. So 1 in the first, 2 in the next, and we'll just repeat that all the way around to go up. This should bring us up from 6 to 9 half double crochets, but let's see if it works. 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll do 1 here, and then this is the last one, another 2 half double crochets into our last stitch here to get to 9 half double crochets. And you see how it's like slowly increasing out, but not too much. Okay, one moment. Sorry, Jimbo was being weird at the door. I had to deal with him. My door's not locking right now, so I have to like put a chair in front of it. It's very strange. Okay, let's keep going. I think we can add our first ornament into this next round. In the next round, we're gonna do just a round of just half double crochets. So 1 half double crochet for each stitch. So we're on round 3, by the way. And I think we're gonna try that. So we'll just do 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Hi Johnny, how are you? Hope you're having a good holiday. I'm doing Yeah, 1 half double crochet in each, so that should be 9 total. And the idea here is that we're just going to be like, instead of increasing out, we're just getting a little bit of extra height to our piece. I'm trying to make sure I get under all of the stitches here. 1. And okay, so I just did 3 of our half double crochets. Again, I want to do 1 into every stitch around, so it's pretty simple there. But now I'm gonna try adding an ornament into this half double crochet over here. We'll do our first ornament right here. Now, Cooper, thank you so much for your support. I super duper appreciate it. I'm gonna add a golden ornament for you, but for our first ornament, I think I'm gonna add red, just because at the very top of our tree is gonna be a star, and that's gonna be gold, and I don't want it to like interfere with your ornament, basically. So we're gonna add your ornament a little bit further down. There's gonna be a lot of ornaments on this too, so, but we'll get there in just a second. Let's start with just a red one just to see if this will work. So I'm gonna do a half double crochet into the next one right here, and before I finish it, I'm gonna get my red yarn prepared, and I'm gonna place it in between, and we're just gonna lock it in by crocheting around it. And then now, instead of a half double crochet for the next stitch, I'm gonna do a bobble stitch. Let's just try a regular bobble. I don't think we'll need to use mini bobbles, but we might. Let's just start with a regular bobble though. We're gonna yarn over, go into the stitch. If you want a tutorial for a bobble stitch, I do have one at clubcrochet.com/bobble, or just BO. We'll get you there. But we're just gonna yarn over and pull through, and then pull through 2. And we're going to repeat that 4 times. So there's 1, 2. I'm going to try to keep my bobble stitch pretty tight. 2. We'll go 3. Okay, so that would be a mini bobble. Let's just try a full bobble stitch and see how that looks. But we might switch over to mini bobbles later. Let's find out. I think this will work though. That's pretty well, maybe it won't be too big. I'm worried that this bobble, like a full bobble stitch, is going to be too big, but we'll see. I think that'll work though. Let's do, we're keeping on our half double crochets into each stitch, so I'll add another half double crochet there. I think after just locking it into 1 stitch, I think I can cut the yarn, and we'll just keep it to the side. That way we can come back to red when we want to. Whenever I keep my yarn to the side, by the way, I like to hang it over my shoulder like this so I don't lose it. I just thought it was kind of funny. Bobbles. Yes, exactly. My sweater is absolutely caked in Jiminy fur. My cat's fur is all over me right now. So this tree will have a little bit of Jimbo fur in it probably, which is nice, you know? A little bit of personality. It does feel like a big bobble stitch, doesn't it? It looks like we added a little nose or something to it. Let's keep going though. I think I just got a couple more here. Just a gigantic, Leaf Sauce says one day they just want to make a mega bobble stitch, just a huge one. See how it looks. That sounds like a fun fun thing to try out. Okay, so let's see. Right on the end. Looks pretty good. I think what we can do now, I think we'll do we want to do 1 more round of half double crochets, or do we want to increase it up 1 more already? I think the pattern that will work is if we do 2 rounds of just half double crochets in between rounds where we're increasing our half double crochets. It'll have this like nice consistent look to it. So let's do another round of just half double crochets here. And we won't add a bobble to this round. We'll just do another. I'm just going to do 1 more round at half double crochets. So round 1 was 6 single crochets, round 2 a single crochet, then Round 1 was 6 half double crochets. Round 2 was a half double crochet and then a half double increase. And then round 3 and 4 are all half double crochets. And then you can add a bobble stitch in a different color at any point in either of those rounds to add an ornament. So that works. I think that will work. And I just don't want to overdo it with ornaments yet, because there's going to be a lot more opportunities for ornaments later down the tree. And yeah, but I think this will be good. Okay, so that's 2 rounds of half double crochets. We put it on the end. Yeah, that looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think we can add Cooper's bobble stitch right over here in this next round. Okay, so now we have another round of increasing. So I'm gonna do 2 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase and repeat that 3 times. This way I'll be bringing it up from 9 stitches, which is what our current stitch count is, and we'll go up to 12 stitches. So we're increasing it up just subtly by only 3 stitches. So that's what we're going to be doing here. And every time we increase up, it's going to be by 3. So it'll be slowly increasing. Okay, so I'll do that. I think I'm going to do the first half double crochet regular and then prep Cooper's gold yarn here. And we're going to do our ornament for Cooper right here. Now, when I do ornaments throughout this pattern, I'm going to try to make sure that all the ornaments are bobble stitches just in a regular half double crochet stitch, not in a half double crochet increase. So that way it doesn't mess with our, like, how the stitch count is. And I think it'll be a little cleaner that way. So there's like your big warning. If you're gonna add an ornament, add it on you can replace any half double crochet stitch in this pattern with a bobble stitch to add an ornament, but don't do it. Make sure there's always a half double crochet between stitches, and make sure that it's not on a half double crochet increase. It's just on a regular half double crochet stitch. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Let me know. Hey Jasmine, how are you? Long time no see. Love the Christmas hat. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great time. Okay, so we're doing Cooper's ornament here. And this yarn's a little bit tighter, so we can definitely do a full bobble stitch for this one. It might be nice to like change up the bobble stitch size through for each of our ornaments, so that it's got different size ornaments throughout the pattern anyhow. Okay, so there's our 2. This counts as our second half double crochet, right? So our first one, our second one, and now we're gonna do a half double crochet increase to keep our pattern going. Cooper, if you are writing this pattern down, by the way, don't worry about when I add bobble stitches. You don't need to add that into the pattern at all. I'm just going to add a different section to the pattern that explains how to add ornaments if you want to. Yeah, you can just pretend I'm not doing any of those. Okay, so this is going to be our first half double crochet increase. I think Cooper is helping write down, but if you're not, Cooper, don't worry about it. I think I can like reverse engineer this pattern after I'm done with it, but we will find out. 1, 2, and then another half double crochet increase here. Oh no, Catalin just ran out of yarn in the middle of making the scarf. Ugh. Good luck. I have definitely been there before. 1, 2, and then our increase here. Okay, so that should bring us up to 12 stitches. And I think we got a pretty good thing going here. Hopefully this looks... I'm a little worried that it looks a little raggedy because of all the half double crochet stitches instead of doing regular single crochets. But I think it's going to add a lot of texture to our piece when we're done. So I'm very hopeful that this doesn't look too weird at the end, but we will see. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I also think it is time for our first like frill. I think that's what we'll call these, is frills. And what I mean by frills is I mean like ends where the tree comes out a little bit. I think we'll call them frills. Now frills, rounds where I'm going to do frills, I'm not going to use any I'm not going to do any bobble stitches in the frill rounds. Thank you, Cooper. I won't use any bobble stitches in the frill rounds. And I'm always going to do a frill round after I do a round of increasing. I think that's a good system going forward. Now the frill rounds are going to be different based on how many stitches you have in each round, because I'm going to be doing every other stitch something. So it'll be weird. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to explain it in the written pattern yet, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Let's do our first round of frills. For our round of frills, I'm going to be working into the front loops only of all the stitches. So not into both loops like we've been doing. We'll try going into just these, let's zoom it in right here. Can you see that? Let's get the camera better. Okay, so we're going to be working only, instead of working under both loops like we've been doing, we're only going to be trying to work under these front ones for this round of frills. And then in the next round, we'll be working into the unused back loop only from this round. So that way it'll make a frill, and then after that we'll do a round of half double crochets into just the back loops to keep the tree going and keep the frills on the outside of the tree. Let's see how this works. So I think for our round of frills, what I'll do is I'm gonna skip our first stitch here, and we're gonna do, let's try 4, maybe it might be 5, but let's try 4 half double crochets into the next stitch. So we're gonna skip our first one right there. We're gonna do 4 half double crochets into the next one. So skip that one, and then this one, we're gonna go into that front loop only like that and do 4 half double crochets. Hopefully this works. 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Or I could do 5. Then I skip one. Let's do 5. Let's do 5. So 5 half double crochets into the next stitch, or into that stitch. Okay, so skip the first, 5 half double crochets into the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to skip the next stitch, and then we're going to slip stitch into the front loop only of the stitch after. So right here, like that. Okay, and then we're going to repeat that all the way around and see what we're going to end up with at the end of the round. I think it'll depend on if you have a round of even stitches or odd stitches, but we'll see. Merry Christmas, Clayton! Okay, so let's keep doing that. We're going to skip a stitch. I'm going to skip this one, and we're going to half double crochet into the front loop only of the next one here. And we're going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll skip a stitch and do a slip stitch. Now, depending on the round, I don't know how, we'll call these shells. I don't know how many of these shells we're going to be able to make for each round. It'll depend on how many stitches you have to work with. So I'm just gonna say keep repeating till you get to the end of the round, and you will end up with either a slip stitch or a half double crochet stitch. So we're gonna skip this one and do a continue our repeat here of 5 half double crochets into the front loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll skip a stitch and do a slip stitch into the front loop only here. That's actually the last stitch too, and it looks like we only got 3, but that's fine. That's totally fine. I don't know. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. And it'll get, obviously it'll get more as we get going further and further. But let's see. This on our tree still might look a little silly, but I think you're kind of getting an idea of how it's going to look. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. All right, so that's the end of our first round of frills. Now our next round, we're going to be working into the unused back loops only from that last round. It's going to be kind of hard to find them. I think the easiest way is going to be if I poke the frills up like this. Well, first off, let's get our stitch marker up there. Like this. Okay. So we're going to find our first one. I think this stitch right here is going to be our first stitch. And you can see how, like, you see how there's these like little stitches around the outside? Those are going to be the ones we're going to work into for this round. And we're going to do a half double crochet into all of these unused back loops only. Again, they are kind of hard to see. There's one. Looks like there's one. We're just going to get a half double crochet into all of them. And I think we're still on 12 stitches around, so it shouldn't hurt our stitch count. But that's one. Okay, so it's going to be right. Oops. Like that. Let's try that. So that'll be one half double crochet. We'll just keep going around. There's two. Well, I hope this works. 3. I think it will, though. Yeah. Oh my god, Catalan is going to make a scarf for their cat. I love that. Do it. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Michelle. I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know. I did notice last live stream that I was under the camera a lot, so thank you for letting me know, because I can't see what it looks like on the screen when I'm like in it, you know? So yeah, just let me know if I'm out of camera at all. And I'm just going to keep going and working a half double crochet into these back loops around. It does look like a mess in there right now. I'm kind of going off of muscle memory and using the camera to see. So there's one right here. And there's one right here. And notice how I'm keeping a really tight hold on my yarn so it doesn't come too loose. Okay. This one right here. And this one right there. And then I think this is going to be our last one right there. And we'll count our stitches real quick before we continue. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, there should be one more, right? Didn't we have 12? Oh, so there's one more right there. It's kind of hidden. So when you're doing this round, make sure that you get 12, you know, the same half double crochet or the same stitch count that you had in the round before your round of frills. So you don't mess up your stitch count. Okay. So again, this looks a little weird because I had them all frilled out, but then once we put them down, it should slide over that round of half double crochet. So now we have our first round of tree frills on the outside there. Now it might be good to do, instead of doing like skipping a stitch and then doing half double crochet, whatever, it might be good to do like 3 or 4 half double crochets in one and then not skip a stitch and then work in the front loops only to make our frills. And it'll add more frills to it, but I think this will work for right now. Okay. Let's zoom this out a little bit because now we've finished our first bit of frills. Yes, of course, Tina. Yes, question away. Any questions you got? Thank you, Laura. Yes, I'm very elfy right now. I am very elfy. Okay. I'm going to pull my stitch marker up here. And I'm just going to keep this bit open. And now we're going to do our next round. And for our next round, I think we're going to just do a half double crochet into every stitch around. Just one half double crochet per stitch. And I'm going to count backwards from my last loop, 12, to find where my first stitch is, because it's kind of hard to see where it is. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See, I thought so. I thought this was the stitch, but I wasn't totally sure. So this is actually our first stitch. So we're going to go ahead and like kind of maneuver the stitch marker right there so that it is in the right spot. And we're going to yarn over and then go into our first stitch, which is this one right there, and do our half double crochet. And our stitch marker is going to deal with it. All right, now we'll just keep doing a half double crochet into each stitch, and there should be 12. I guess let's count them so we don't miss up. 1, 2. We'll go 3, 4. Oh, you know what? We can add our next ornament now, and I think right here is a pretty good spot for an ornament. 4. So a couple more. What color ornament should we do? 5, 6. Has there been a tip? No, there hasn't. So I get to choose the color. All right. 7. Let's go 8. We'll go ahead and do an ornament right here. Let's do blue. Yeah, I think blue's a good move. So we'll go here, get our blue yarn. I'm going to place it in between the ends there, and then finish the half double crochet around the blue yarn to keep it locked into place. And then we're going to do a bobble stitch in blue. Let's try doing a mini bobble. Let's see how it looks. Uh-oh. That was quite a sneeze. Okay. So we'll go, I'm going to do a mini bobble here. So there's 1, 2, and we'll go 3 into that one right there. Yeah. And then we'll pull through with our main color. And then we'll do one last half double crochet into this last stitch. And that should be 12. And now we can cut the yarn. We'll have to add some like white trimming after this, by the way. Just for some fun. Okay, so we're gonna pull our stitch marker up. Let's pull our loop out a little bit so we can see how this looks. I mean, it's looking funky, but I believe that as we go, it's gonna look less and less funky. And let's put it onto our tree bit too. Yeah, that doesn't look too funky. That actually looks pretty good. I can see it, you know, because like this is the first frill, and then we're gonna have another frill right around here, and we'll just keep going down. And I think it's gonna look better and better as we go, and then we'll add the star on the top. Yeah. Yeah, it looks a little messy, but that's okay. Thank you, thank you. Tina! Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about your dad. I hope you're doing all right. We just lost my great aunt a few weeks ago, and yeah, it's tough. But yeah, I hope it's gonna be all right, and I hope you enjoy your last holidays with your dad. I'm so sorry about that though. Do I have a pattern for Jack in blue? Not yet, but that is definitely a big goal for next year. I want to get a pattern for Jack in the library next year, big time. So yes, that is a big goal of mine. At the very least, get it into the rough draft. Okay, so we're on to our next round of increasing, because I want to do, between our rounds of increasing, I want to do a round of just single crochets. So we did 1 round of single crochets, 2 rounds of single crochets. Now we're on to our next round of increasing. So our last round of increasing, we did 2 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. So this round, we're going to do 3 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase, which should, after repeating it 3 times total, should bring us up to 15 stitches around. And I've got yarn in between my toes and it's driving me bonkers. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 half double crochets. So there's 1, we'll go 2 and 3 like that, and then we'll do our half double crochet increase here. 1 and oops, let's do 2 there. Okay. Can we do another ornament? I think we can. I also think mini baubles are way better for ornaments than big baubles. The big bauble looks really just very bobbly. So let's do a maybe one right here in between now and our next half double crochet increase. And we got a yellow one. We got gold rather, blue, red. I guess we can do another red one. Let's do another red one here. So we're gonna do, I'll do 1 regular half double crochet. We'll get our red prepped. I mean, I guess, or we could do white. Would it be weird to have white Christmas ornaments in between our, if we still do white trimming? Yeah, let's just do red. We'll do red. Okay, so there's 1. And this will be our we're gonna do a mini bobble here for our next ornament instead of our half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. That tight. And then we'll switch over and pull through. And then we'll do 1 more half double crochet here because we need 3 half double crochets between increases. That should be our third. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. We'll cut the yarn. I love these little scissors. They're so tiny. Yellow. Okay, Tina, we'll try to do a yellow one on the next one. We've got a half double crochet increase next. So right here is our next half double crochet increase, which should be our 10th stitch, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And then 1 more bit of that. So 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and then our last half double crochet increase right here to finish up this round. 1 and 2. We'll pull our stitch marker up and continue on to our next round. And now we're on to, I think, yeah, we're on to another frill now. Now hopefully I'm not adding too many frills as we go. Let's add this to our cone to see how it looks, by the way. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks great, actually. Yeah, and now is a great time for another frill. It might be a lot of frills. Let's see, we'll do, if we have a frill every, like, 1, 2, 3, they'll have a frill here, we'll have a frill here, 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 and then 1 at the bottom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like we'll have like 8 tiers of frills. I think that's pretty reasonable. I think that's pretty reasonable. Right. I think I want to do, I appreciate the idea, Stitched fan, of doing an angel for the top, but I just think a star feels more classic to me, and better for like just a our first wave here, because I don't want to have to design a whole nother thing on top of. I already have a design for a star that'll work, and we're already doing so much design work that I just think it'd be nice. Maybe when we update this pattern next year, we will add an angel. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed that up. I didn't explain what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm doing our round of frills now, and we're just gonna do it the same way. I'm gonna do a half double crochet. I'm gonna work only in the front loops only. So not into both loops, but only into this front one. And we're gonna skip our first one, and then into the next one right here, we're gonna do 5 half double crochets into the one stitch, and then we're gonna skip a stitch, and then we're gonna do a slip stitch into the one after that, all the way around. That's the idea. Let's try it. I don't know what we're gonna end up with here, because last time we ended up on a slip stitch. This time we might end up on a half double crochet. So we'll have to figure out what to do after that. So there's 1, 2, 3. This is our first one. 4 and 5. And then we're gonna skip a stitch and then do a slip stitch into the next. Front loops only. Yeah, oh, this is nice that it's, I like this. Notice how the shell here, our frill shell, is going in between where the last frill shell is. That's what I want. I want them to be like switching off, you know? Okay, we're gonna skip our first one and then half double crochet 5 into the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's good. And I'll skip one and do a slip stitch into the front loop of the next. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. It looks so weird off of this thing. It looks like just such a mess to me right now, but once I put it on there, it like stretches everything out in a really nice way, so that's nice. Hopefully the paper bit that we're going to use will also be really nice, but we'll see. So then we're going to skip a stitch and do our 5 half double crochets again. Keep this repeat going. And at the end of this round, I think we're going to end up on a half double crochet bit. So we're going to have to figure out what to do after that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip a stitch, slip stitch into the front loop. Skip a stitch, 5 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're at our last stitch here. We actually have one more stitch in our round, but that's the one that we're supposed to skip. So what I'm gonna do is, let's zoom in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue on to our next round where we work into the unused back loops only. And we're basically going to, like, instead of doing our slip stitch, we're gonna just start our next round with a half double crochet. So we're getting all the way around. We got this last stitch here. We're gonna skip it completely. We're gonna find our back loop, unused back loop from the previous round, which is gonna be, that's our first one, this stitch right here, right there. And we're just gonna do a half double crochet into all those unused back loops only. So we're not doing a slip stitch or anything. We're just going straight to the next round. Okay, and we're gonna, hopefully that, I think it'll work pretty well. I don't think you'll see, like, it'll just kind of hide where this end is, but let's find out. So unused back loop only. It might leave a little bit of a hole, but hopefully that doesn't matter. And I'm gonna count my stitches as I go. We still should have 15 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 5. 6. 7. It's out of focus. Why are you out of focus? You're supposed to autofocus on for me. Here, we'll zoom in out a little bit. think that was 7. Let's see. 8 maybe? That's 9. I think I might have lost count, but that's okay. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. Yes, okay, we're good. We're good on stitch count, which is great. That'll be 15. Okay, let's see how this looks. We can add ornaments in our next round again. That's pretty good. Into the tree. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Okay. Looks pretty good. What do we think? I mean, we could even add lights and everything to this. It's not bad though. Late night crochet with Jen. Glad you're having fun, Jen. Oh, that's right. I wanted to show you what, now that I know my mom's not in the chat. Check this out before we continue on the next round. I made my mom this for Christmas. She is obsessed with clocks. She's got like a bunch of clocks on her wall. Like literally, I think there's like 10 clocks on her wall. So I decided to crochet her a clock to add to the wall. Isn't that cool? I'm so proud of it. I'm thinking of doing this as a pattern in February because it's really not that complicated. And just making her another one because it's her birthday in February. And then using that as like an excuse to teach you how to make it. But I'm really proud of it. I think it looks really cool. And the back is a little bit messy, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, hope you like it. I hope she likes it. I think she will. I think she will. Okay. Okie dokie. So now it's another round of just half double crochets into the next round. And this time we can work into both loops. And as I go around, I'm gonna find the perfect place for a ornament. I think right here would be a good spot for an ornament, or right here somewhere. But you know what, we'll add the ornament that's on this side in the next round. In this round, we'll do it over on the opposite side. And I'll get all these jumbo furs out of here. Okay, so we're just doing a round of half double crochet, so we don't need to worry about knowing where we're at. Maybe I should do one on this side. Let's see. No. Maybe. No, we'll do it on the next one. And we're gonna do a yellow ornament over on this side. All right, have fun, Leaf Sauce. I hope you have a great dinner. Okay, so I think right here will be a good spot for another one. So we'll go ahead and use this yellow. And we'll go like this. Right there. And we'll do another bobble stitch. I'm just going to do a mini bobble here with yellow. 1, 2, and 3. Because I think full bobble stitches are just too big. That's pretty good. And then we'll do a half double crochet into the next stitch around that. Just keep it locked into place. That's pretty good. Okay, 1, 2. All right, I believe that's our last stitch, or yeah, last stitch, I think. Let's count our stitches though, just to make sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. That's exactly our stitch count. Okay, so next round we're going to increase up from 15 to 18. So we want to do a half double crochet. We want to do 1, 2, 3, 4 half double crochets, and then a half double crochet increase repeated 3 times. What round are we on? We did round 1, 2. Oh, you know what? We count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for this one. 7, 8, 9, 10 was our second frill. 11 was the under part. I think that was 12. I think we're on round 13, but Cooper, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we're on round 13 though. Okay. So now we're going to do our, I think I said was 4 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeated 3 times. Yeah, that's right. 1. I'll do 2. I think I'm going to add another ornament right here so that it's on the opposite side. We have a yellow, we got blue. Blue's too close. I think we could do white or yellow over here. Let's do a yellow one. Let's do another yellow. Well, is that 2 yellows in one thing? Oh, that was good. Let's do white. Let's see what happens when we use white. And I'm just gonna do a mini bobble here. 1, 2, 3, and then pull through. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 half double crochets. We need one more. 4. And then we're gonna do our increase into the next one, but we can cut our yarn first. I am correct. Great, 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 great. All right, so next is our half double crochet increase here. 1 and 2. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think this is looking, I mean, it looks silly, but I think it's gonna work really well. I'm excited. I'm super excited to see what the final product of this looks like. 1, 2. I'm just gonna keep doing half double crochets from here on for this round because I think we have enough bobble stitches for this tier of tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our other increase. 5 and there we go. 6. Okay, last bit, 4 half double crochets and then an increase. And then an increase. Okay, who's still working on their crochet gifts for this year? How many more gifts do you guys got to make? I'm like probably 75% done with all my gifts for this year. I still have more to do, but I mean 75% is pretty good, I think. Okay, so now we're on to our next tier of tree, or tier of frill. Let's make sure this looks like how we want it to. Oh yeah, that looks great. Once it's on the cardboard, I think it really shows what it's gonna look like. You can kind of see how it's just gonna be like that all the way down. Just frill, frill, frill. That's gonna look really nice. And what's gonna be fun is we're gonna have an open hole in the bottom so that we can hide a gift under it. We can lift it up to show the gift. In fact, we might even make like it might be fun to make something that can go, like, can be plugged into it. So that way it's like a gift box. That could be kind of fun. We could try to figure that out later. Okay. All right, so doing our next frill here, I'm gonna pull our stitch marker up, and the frill is gonna be the same way that we did it before. We're going to skip our first stitch, working only into the front loops. We're gonna do 5 half double crochets into the next. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to skip a stitch and then do a slip stitch. And again, we're only working into those front loops only as we go. All right. Where did I get the cone of cardboard from? I got the cone from an actual cone of yarn. So you can buy yarn in a cone, and so it comes with like these extra cones on the bottom. So that's where I got this. But in the beginning of the stream, we made one out of paper like this. Let's see actually how it looks with paper. Oh yeah, it totally works around the paper too. So that's good to know that you can use paper instead. So all I did with this was I just made a cone out of paper, I taped it down, and then I cut it flat on the bottom. And that works equally as well. Yes, we are gonna make a star on the top, Eli. Or Ellie. Okay, so we're keeping on. So skip the next and do 5 into the one after it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to skip the next, and we're going to do a slip stitch into the front loop of the one after that. Oh, and look at the frills are lining up perfect. Oh my god, you guys, this is going to work. That's so cool. That's so cool. I think this is going to work. I'm a genius. Well, not yet. It's not done yet, but you know, if it does work, quick fist bump to Alfred the Dust Bunny here. One of Cooper's donations from a long time ago. Look how cute. So cute. Okay. All right, so then we're gonna skip one, half double crochet, front loop only of the one after it. So there's 1. We're gonna do 5 of that. Four and 5. Skip 1, slip stitch front loop. And then skip 1, half double crochet, 5. 3, 4, 5. And then skip 1, slip stitch. That front loop. Okay. All right, so now we're at a weird count, but that's all right. We're going to skip 1 here, half double crochet 5 into the next, and then we are at a weird stitch count here, but that's okay. I think it'll work. Okay, so skip 1 into our last stitch here. We'll do 5 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull our stitch marker up like that. And let's find our first stitch from our last front round. So right here is our first one. And now into the back loops only. The unused back loops only. We're going to be doing a half double crochet into each one. That work? That works. Zoe's like, what does that mean? That's Zoe right now. God, I hope this works. Okay. There you go. Boom. Yeah, that feels a little weird, but whatever. Whatever. Oh my gosh, Catalin is still taking apart their scarf. That's a long scarf. That's gonna take you forever. 1, 2. Okay, so we're just doing 1 half double crochet into every stitch around. And it looks like we should have, I think we should still have 18. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. 9. Hi, Dinner Ghost. How are you? 10. Hi, Maddie. Am I in the camera? Oh, I feel like the focus keeps messing with us. Oh, I forgot to keep counting. Oopsies. Oh yeah, I totally dropped the ball. Crochet gifts for the family. Yeah, I know. I kind of did too. I made my mom's, but I don't have anything for my dad or my brother yet. I don't know what to give them. I feel like men are so difficult to get gifts for sometimes. Maybe it's just because I like to crochet and like it's just easier for me to come up with cute things for the women in my life, but like I don't know. I just sometimes have a really hard time finding out what to crochet for my friends and family that are men. Am I alone in that? Do you feel that too? Okay, we can definitely start adding more ornaments too. Look at how much space is here without an ornament. That would have been nice to have one. But that's okay. I mean, even this alone is a pretty adorable tree, I think. Like, that's pretty cute. But we're going to keep going. Obviously. More tea for me. Okay, so we need more ornaments. Looks like we need 2. I think we need 2 in this round. One over here after this white one. So one right here and then one over here. Anybody want a tip for a gold ornament? You don't have to, I'm just saying. All right, let's keep the count going. Pull the stitch marker up, and it's another round of just half double crochets every stitch around, but we can work into both loops now. Right there. There's 1, 2, and I think we still have the same stitch count. 3, 4. I think right here would be nice to, well, maybe one more way. Yeah. Let's do right there, and then we'll do this, and then we'll get another color here. We haven't done blue in a long time. Let's do a blue one. Two in a row, Maddie. 2 in a row. You're doing great. Thank you so much for joining all the streams. By the way, if you haven't yet, please like this video down below. It's a great way to support this channel, and it's totally free, so it would be cool. All right, so replacing this half double crochet with a mini bobble stitch to add a little bit of just another ornament there. And it looks like I goofed that up, maybe? We'll go around that. 3. That. There we go. All right, cut it there. And then I think we'll go down and we'll do another one right over here. Like right before this yellow one. Maybe a red. Looks like we haven't had a red in a while. Actually, you know what? Let's do... Yeah, maybe we'll do a white one there. Yeah. We'll do a white one over here. And then we'll do a red one into the next round, even further down. Even further down. My voice got so deep there. Okay. Wait. There we go. Yeah. This. I said white, right? Yeah. White here. Oh, Sarah, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you can make these more often now. Maddie, I did that too. I did it. Oh my god, I totally did. Look. Look, I made one of those ferrets also for a Christmas gift for a friend. It's so cute. It's actually not, by the way, this is not my design. This is a design by another artist that goes by Lemon Yarn Creations. So just heads up about that. But we did a collaboration. So I just did the video tutorial for it and helped her rework some parts of the pattern. All right, so here's our half double crochet. Our mini bobble stitch. And then switch back over to green. And then keep going. There we go. All right, so we're almost at the end of this round. And it seems like we're about maybe, I think we're about like halfway on the height, but that doesn't mean we're halfway on our pattern, because as we get further and further along on the tree, this rounds are gonna get, longer and longer. So, but let's see where we're at. Turn the frills down. Ooh, the frills are, oh, this is looking cool, guys. This is looking super cool. Yeah, that's looking great. Oh my gosh, I should just give my mom this for Christmas too. She's gonna love it. That is looking cool though. I'm liking this. Oh, if I had a string of lights too. I actually think I might. Oh, Sonia thought that the string of lights, this was our string of lights. I guess it could be. Yeah, it totally could be. But it'd be fun if we actually had a string of lights, But we'll see. Okay, so the next round we have here are going to be our round of increasing. Last time we increased up to 18 stitches. We did 4 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase 3 times around. So that means this time we're going to be doing 5 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase 3 times around, which is going to bring us up from 18 to 21. Okay, so we should have 21 stitches at the end of this next round that we're working on right now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then our half double crochet increase here. 1 and 2. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I think this will work. And then we'll just do it again. And then when we get near the end of the round, we'll add another bobble stitch in red. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then our half double crochet increase. 1 and 2. Oh, that's looking really cool. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. All right, last bit, 5 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. And then I think the 4th one here will make it red. So it's 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, we're off count. We're actually off count. Hold on. We need to count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. We actually have an extra stitch, which means that we increased somewhere where we shouldn't. We increased down here, all the way up here by accident. Okay, well that's all right. That's all right. We're just gonna pretend that we increased up here, and I don't think it'll matter once we put on the cone, since the cone is gonna like keep our shape anyhow. So let's just hope it doesn't change anything. I really don't think it will though, as long as we don't add an additional extra half double crochet, So we need our red yarn. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's a fun idea, Hannah. Do a tree, like add this to the top of a tree so it's like a Christmas tree on a Christmas tree. That's funny. 1, 2. There's our next ornament. There. And our last half double crochet for that round. Okay. Now we are on our next round of frills, and you remember the dealio, I hope. We'll pull our stitch marker up, and what we do is we yarn over, we skip a stitch, and then front loop only, half double crochet 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then skip a stitch and slip stitch 1, and then we'll repeat that all the way. 1, skip 1, doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip a stitch, and then slip stitch 1. Okay, question for y'all while I keep doing this round. I need a Christmas movie to watch. Me and Jules are running out. Well, we're probably not running out. We just don't know about very many Christmas movies. We know some. But the other night, we watched Batman Returns, which turns out is a Christmas movie and is probably the silliest, weirdest Christmas movie you'll ever watch in your life. So if you're looking for a Christmas movie, Batman Returns. Highly suggested. It's very, you gotta laugh at it. You know, you gotta know that you're watching a bad Christmas movie and laugh at it. But if you have any suggestions for a Christmas movie, please let me know. We are definitely looking for one tonight, and I would love for any suggestions if you got any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the way, Batman Returns is the one with it's got Danny DeVito as as the Penguin. Oh my god, it's so weird. It's just so ridiculous. It's directed by Tim Burton, and it's like an old movie, you know. I mean, it's not that old. I think it came out in like the 90s, maybe 80s. It's just ridiculous to me. I really want to watch with Jules the one with Robin, where I think Batman has nipples or something. I don't know, but it looks ridiculous, and I really want to watch it. Home Alone. Well, yeah, of course, Home Alone. That's a great Christmas movie. Disney Christmas shorts are funny. I suggest looking into some network websites for this year's editions. Oh, interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch Noel. Oh, we actually did watch Noel. We liked that one. That one was good. 2. Slip stitch 1 there. Okay, and then, all right, great. So we did our rounds there. Actually, the next stitch here is just a regular. So we're just gonna skip this last stitch and then work into the loops on the next one. For some reason, this frill doesn't want to stay down, so we're gonna force it that way. Let's see how our tree's looking. Oh, that's great. Love it. A lot of Jimbo fur on it, but I'm still liking it. Okay, so now we can figure out where we want our ornaments on the next bit. I'm thinking we'll want one here. We'll want one right there somewhere, and then one right over here somewhere. And then actually, we'll probably want 3 on this round, or this tier. Looks like we're about. Looks like we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 more tiers, maybe 5 more tiers of tree. The Grinch, yeah, I love the Grinch. I actually we haven't seen the one with Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch. Anybody seen that? Is it any good? I wasn't sure. I mean, I really like that's the story of the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, but I just never watched that one. All right, so this is another round where we're just working into the back loops only, the unused back loops only, and we're just doing a half double crochet into all the stitches around. Probably a good chance for us to count stitches because we should have 21 around. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. 15. You can zoom out now. I think that was 15, right? Yeah. 16. 17. 18. Uh-oh. Looks like maybe we're off count here. Or I counted wrong. Let's just count here. We got 1, 2. Okay, wait. Let's make sure we got our right count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 18. Maybe that one. So we want 1, 2. Oh, 3. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. I just didn't see where that last one was. That's going to be the trick about making this. If you want to make this Christmas tree also, the trick is definitely going to be just you want to count your stitches on the rounds after the frill for sure, because it's kind of hard to see where those unused back loops only are. So just keep a really good eye on that. Ooh, a neon green ornament. We could. Whoa! Cosmo! 5-Year-Old Explorer just got back from surfing. Very cool. Surfing. Aren't you in the Caribbean or something? That's awesome. Pocket Full of Miracles, an old movie. Ooh, cool. I'd like to watch that. Okay, I think this is our last stitch, but honestly, I'm not sure. We need to count our stitches again. So I lost count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think this is our first stitch. Yes, it is. All right, we're on count, you guys. We're doing great. We're doing wonderful even. Wonderful. Wunderbar. All right, so now we're on to our next round of half double crochets. It's just a half double crochet in each stitch, but now is when we're going to add some ornaments. So I'm going to add an ornament here. So we need 1, 2. Okay, so now we need an ornament here. It looks like red. Oh no, we got one red one right there. So yellow, it looks like a new one. And oh, thank you for subscribing, Jamelia. I appreciate that if you're here. Costa Rica, very cool. I could do a neon one, but you know the deal. Someone wants a tip, I will do a special ornament. Otherwise, I think they should all be the same color, so that way we know which ones are special ornaments. wait, I'm sorry. Did I want to do a white one here? No, I want to do yellow. That's what it was. Because we don't have a yellow one for a while. We should do maybe a what's that thing called? A pickle ornament. People love those pickle ornaments, so that would be kind of fun. One of these could be a pickle. 1, 2, 3, and then switch. 2, 2, cool. Like that. Oh, good elbow crack is good. All right, so now we need another ornament over maybe right here, and then another one over here. So we're gonna do 3 in this round, it looks like. Spirited. Oh, I loved Spirited. It was so much fun. Yeah, we did just watch that one, actually. So we're a big fan of oh, such a good neck crack. We're a big fan of the Christmas Carol movies, like movies that are themed around the Christmas Carol. So we watch at least one every year, usually a few of them. And this year's was Spirited because it's a new Christmas Carol movie. And I loved it. I thought it was really fun. My favorite Christmas Carol movie, though, is definitely Muppets. Muppets Christmas Carol. That's my favorite one. It's so good. Back to red. Let's do a red ornament here. Okay. Like that. One, 2, and 3. That. All right, red ornament done. And then I think we'll need a blue one over down here somewhere. Actually, we can do a blue one in the next round, so that way it's not all in the same round. Let's do that. We'll do it right at the end of our round. Okay. I think this is our last one. Right there. I think I might have done 2 in the same stitch. We're gonna have to counter stitches again. Oh my god, there's a Barbie Christmas Carol? That's funny. I'd love to check that out. Oh, we've been forgetting to use our stitch marker. That might be why we're missing our stitch count. All right, let's count our stitches backwards. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, no, we're good. We're on count. All right, so now we need another round of increasing. Last time we did 5 and then an increase. So this time we're doing 6 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase. Repeated 3 times around. Oh my god, I love that. Have yourself a stinky little Christmas, a Ren and Stimpy Xmas special. I totally will watch that. That is so funny. I have been watching a lot of Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network right now on YouTube is doing like they're live streaming Christmas special episodes of certain shows. 3. And it's really fun. 4. We're gonna do 5. And we'll do 6. And then an increase, right? 6 half double crochets, then an increase 3 times around to bring us up from 21 to 24 is what we're going for. So that's 7 and that should be 8. Yeah. Yeah, that should work. Oh no, I got dirt on my thing. I don't know how that happened. I'll have to clean that up later. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 and 8, and 8. And then we're gonna add a blue ornament over here somewhere. What's the long box for? Oh, this is a cone. It's for the tree is gonna be stuffed into this, like this. And then we're gonna go like that. Make sure all of our it like that. That's what it's for. To keep our Christmas tree looking Christmas tree-y. We're missing an ornament right there, it looks like. That's okay. And we're gonna have to get rid of all these stitch markers. Actually, maybe we could just do that real quick, because we can add our stitch marker again back down here. Re-up the stitch marker. Okay. Oh, it looks really good without the stitch marker. Trying to like flatten it. That looks pretty good though. I'm pretty happy with this, especially when you put a star on the top. That'll be really nice. Uh-oh. So sneezy. Because there's all these fibers in the air. Okay. All right, last bit of increasing here. I'm gonna do a blue half double or blue bobble stitch right here for our ornament. One, two, and three. Nice. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. 6, and then our last one right here. 7 and 8. Okay, let's get our stitch marker prepped. Go around it like that. And we're gonna do another round of frills. You remember the dealio. Skip the first stitch, 5 half double crochets into the next one. So skip that first one. And we're working only in the front loops only as we go. 5 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then skip a stitch, front loop only, slip stitch 1. All the way around. We'll just keep doing that. Skip 1, half double, 5 in the next. 1. No, I'm not sick. I think it's just a bunch of fuzz in the air. I can feel my nose is very tickly right now. I've got like... I can see all the little fibers floating in the air. It's from this cotton yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip a stitch and slip stitch 1 in the front. Skip 1. I've actually never noticed that sneezing is a sign that I've been sick. I've always noticed that sneezing, like, you know what I mean? I'll sneeze when I am sick sometimes, but it's not like I also sneeze when I'm not sick. So it's never been a really good signifier that I'm sick or not. Skip 1 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1, slip stitch. Yeah, skip and slip stitch. That's good. Really? Sneezing could be a sign that you need to eat? What? Why? I wonder why that would be. I am kind of hungry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1, slip stitch. 1, 5. 1. Okay, we're almost done with this round. 3. I have no idea what round I'm on. 4 and 5. Skip 1. Front loop only. Slip stitch. Oh, what a perfect round. Okay. Looking good. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. I mean, that's a good Christmas tree in and of itself, honestly. I think that's pretty cute. I wish these ones would fold over a little bit more, but they will once we have it on there. Okay, next we're on to our round where we work only into the unused back loops only. All the previous rounds, or stitches rather. So we're gonna go in, 2, that'll be our first, so right here. Right, like, oh, that's fine. Right into that. Like that. There's 1, 2, and this is probably a good chance for me to keep track of my stitches so that I know that so I don't accidentally add a stitch like I did in one of the other rounds. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Have I seen a picture of your snowman? I haven't yet, actually. I haven't been looking too much at them because there's still a few more days left, and I don't want to like become attached to any of the snowmen. By the way, what I'm talking about is the snowman competition. This is I think you have until Sunday. Yeah, the day after Christmas to submit your snowman for the Christmas or the holiday snowman challenge. If you want to learn more about what I'm talking about, I just put all the info at clubcrochet.com/challenge. So if you want to go there, that's a great place to get info on that. Oops, I stopped counting my stitches again. Oopsies. Oh well. Can you hear Jimbo? He's meowing at the door a bunch. He has been meowing so much today, it's like, what's wrong? And the answer is nothing's wrong. He just is a complainer. All right, last stitch here. He just wants attention all the time. He is so addicted to being, I've raised an attention baby. All right, so We're gonna count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yep, we're on count. Perfect. All right. Let's put it on our tree. And let's see where our next ornament should be. Looks like we're, well, it looks like maybe about halfway on the tree. Look at that. Yeah, we're getting pretty close actually. It looks pretty awesome. I'm really happy with that. It's gonna be super cute. Okay, so next ornaments. Looks like we're low on ornament. Looks like we need a yellow one over here somewhere. And maybe a white one or a blue one over here and here. Oh, so we'll go, let's put a white one right here in between these two. And then a blue one right here. We'll do the blue one on not this next round, but the round after. So a white one on this round, and then a yellow one right here at the very end of the round. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. All right, Jen, thank you for joining. Almost 2 a.m. Well, happy holidays. Okay. So we want, this is all just half double crochets into every stitch around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one right here in white. That's what we're looking at. 5, 6. We'll then run after this stitch. 7. And then a bobble stitch here. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Boom. Okay, blue bobble stitch done. And I think it was, we wanted a yellow one at the end. Yeah, right here, a yellow one. And then we'll do a white one in the next round between the blue and the yellow one. Perfect. It's perfect. All right, yellow one right here. Should we get closer? You know what? Let's get like right here for a yellow one. Or actually, no, let's do this. Let's do it in the stitch we're currently on. So undo a couple. I'll do a yellow one right in the beginning. Boom. Like that. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Ooh, tinsel and silver. Yeah, maybe. Let's yeah, I think we'll you know, we'll finish the tree part itself. We'll do the star, and then we'll look if we want to add any tinsel or anything. We might be pushing our time though when it comes to that, because we've already been going for 2 hours, so you know, I don't want to overdo myself. I am hungry. I believe this is our last stitch. Right there. And now we have our round of increasing after this. Looks pretty good though. I'm liking it. Okay. Unrelated, but thank you for the tutorial of the baby rhino pattern. I'm making my dad's Christmas gift and appreciate the help. You're very welcome, hey. That one's actually a pattern from Sir Pearl Gray, so you should go also thank him. I did the video tutorial and I helped out with the design, but the initial rough draft of the design was designed by him. Every Earth Day, we do like a series of crochet patterns based on endangered species, and I work with other crocheters to do other designs. So a lot of those designs are not my own. That's like our main month of collaborations. So yeah, but you should go check out more of Sir Pearl Gray's stuff. He's a very talented artist. I actually hung out with him a few weeks ago in San Francisco. It was really cool. What is for dinner tonight? Me and everyone? I don't know. What is for dinner tonight, you guys? Oh, by the way, I'm on the next round of crocheting. We're doing 7 single crochet or 7 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase repeated 3 times to go up from 24 stitches to 27 stitches. Yeah, I think that's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm laughing because Jimbo is just going for it. There we go. All right, now we want to add a white bobble here and something else over here. One. We'll keep conversation. 1, 2. This will be 3. And do a white bobble. So we 4. 1, 2, and 3 there. There you go. And a half double crochet there. Perfect. Cut the yarn. A falafel wrap. Oh, I could use a falafel wrap. That would be so good right now. Yeah, that sounds great. I definitely am hungry. I kind of want pizza though. I don't know if Jules will be down, but I could totally use a pizza. Oh, so that was a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go 6, 7, and then our increase here. Oops, that did not work out. Let's try that again. One and 2, and then one more bit of this. So 1, and we're gonna add another bobble stitch over here. We can do a red one right over here. One, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 5 will be normal, 6 will be red bobble. Unless we need yellow or anything. No, red works. Yeah, this works. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, and then our 7th, and then a last increase, and then we'll do our next round of frills. I think it's we only have a couple more frill rounds left, actually. Frill round? What a thrill round! Cool. There we go. Stitch up, and yeah, it looks like we only got like let's see, we got one round of frill here, and then another one here. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3 more frills, and then we'll be at the height that we need for it to be finished. And then we can add our star. And then we can talk about doing whatever else we want to add to it. Look, if I point at this, that looks like a Christmas tree to me. You know? Especially if it had a star and lights. No question. Yes, Linda. Oh yes, Cooper already covered that. Yes, usually I use lily sugar and cream. I am starting to, well, never mind. I won't spoil. I've got some big things coming next year, including the kind of yarn we're going to be using in a good way. But usually I use lily sugar and cream, and the color for the goblins specifically, I believe I use sage green usually for the goblins. Yeah. Country green also works, but that is a discontinued color. Okay, so we're gonna go skip 1, half double crochet front loops only. We're doing a round of frills, so we're doing 2 or 5 half double crochets into the front loops only, the second stitch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're gonna do it again. We're gonna skip a stitch and do a slip stitch into the front loop. And we'll repeat that all the way around. Skip a stitch, front loop only, half double, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then skip a stitch, front loop only, slip stitch. Skip a stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 1, front loop, slip stitch. Skip 1, half double crochet, 5, 2, 3. I'm curious to see what this one's going to end on. Slip stitch 1. I have not seen The Santa Claus. Oh, wait. Is that the one with Tim Murray or whatever his name is? Tim Allen? Yeah, I actually do have a mini string of lights, but it's broken. Oh, you know what? Actually. I have to look for it. I have a mini string of lights, but it's broken. I think the battery's dead, but I also have an extra battery. I think I have an extra. I just bought batteries that I think work perfect for this one, just by happenstance. So that might be an option. Four, 5. Skip 1, slip stitch 1. I bet you could also make your leaves or your little frills here pointy by doing like 2 chains in between the second and third half double crochet for your frill. It could work to make a little pointy frill, and then you could have little points instead of them being rounded. But I mean, I think that would just be preference. Skip 1, half double crochet here, and then that'll be the last one. 1, 2, for this round at least. 3, 4, and 5. All right, that's pretty good. Now we're doing our round of half double crochets into all the unused back loops only from the round before. So we're gonna dupe and then go like this, right like that. Yeah, so I just skipped that last stitch completely and then just kept going around. So there's 1, 2, I think I should have 27, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. All right, only a couple more frills left and then we'll be done. 13. I'm excited to make the star. 14. I'm not sure how big we're gonna make it yet. 15. But I do have a star tutorial, so that'll help. 16. 17. It's definitely getting long, like obviously much longer for each round because there's like triple the amount of round or stitches. There we go. One, 2. Okay, I think this is our last stitch right here. And let's count our stitches. We'll probably end on a round just like this. But look, we're almost there. So close. Let's count our stitches though. 1. I should count in Spanish because we're listening to Feliz Navidad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. I don't know how to do 12. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. We are on the right stitch count. We're doing great. It's going great. How great. Super duper. No, I don't think we're going to do a trunk because it's going to lay down flat on the ground, and that way we can put a present under it, and it'll be over, like, yeah. So we're not gonna, it's not going to have a trunk actually. That's at least in my original idea of the design. Oh wait, oopsies. Let's put this back on here and let's look at where we want our ornaments in this round. Oh man, it feels like we need actually a few more of these. Like this does not feel like it's long enough yet. You know, we still have so much more room to go. So we'll need one here, one there, and then maybe one more. So let's see, wait. If each one's like that far from the last. Oh, well, 2 actually might make it. We might make it. But we might need to do an extra round or 2. Okay. So where do we want our ornaments? We want one here. At least maybe 2. One here and then maybe one on the next round. So it looks like we need a white one. So a white ornament here. And then maybe something right at the end. Well, maybe something right here. Yeah, so we'll go white ornament in the first like few stitches, another one a few stitches over here, and then in the next round we'll do some. So right there. Cool. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's undo that last one. We'll do our white ornament there. Cool. Yeah, right here. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Okay, and then we want another one over here near the red. Looks like we can use a blue one over there. And then we'll do another 2 ornaments in the next round spread out. But in this round we just need one more, I think just blue over on the other side. Thank you, Nilsa. Oh, did I already say thank you, Nilsa? Well, thank you again, Nilsa. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do a blue ornament or white ornament? Blue. Let's do blue right here. One, 2, 3. C'est parfait, non? Kirei desu ne? I've learned new words in Japanese. Kirei desu ne means it's pretty, isn't it? Pretty sure that's right. Anybody speak Japanese, let me know if I did that right. Okay. Now, I think that's it. Cool. We need another round of ornaments. Next is our round of increasing again. So now it's going to be 8 half double crochets and then a half double crochet increase into each stitch. And we're going to be adding a mini bobble. Let's see, we're going to add an ornament here in red. Here in, actually we could do 2 in red, almost. We could do one here in red, like right after this white one, and then another one in red right before this blue one, like to fill this part up. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. And again, we're doing 8 half double crochets and then an increase. Lonnie! Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like it, Lonnie. How are you? You keeping that goblin safe? 1, 2, 3. Do you get the goblin any Christmas gifts? 4. If you don't, he will steal your Christmas gifts. I'm sure of it. 5. 3, 4, 5. 6. I go. We'll go 1 over. 8. We'll do our half double crochet increase here, and then right after that, we'll do our first red bubble. It's currently 3 a.m. where you're at, Catalin. Here it is 5:20, so pretty late. It is fully dark outside. Such a bummer. It gets dark so fast now. Yesterday was I think the shortest day of the year. Is that right? Does anybody want to correct me there? If not, then yes, it was. It was the winter solstice, I think. But now it should just be getting lighter earlier, just barely. I think. Your name is Kaori? Kaori? I think I said that right. Kaori. Kyrie? Kyrie. Is it Kyrie? Ooh, Scotland. Wow. I would love to try to butcher a Scottish accent for you, but I don't know. Maybe I don't want to ruin your Christmas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. We'll do 9, 10 here, and then we'll do another red one after that. The goblin's name is that? Oh, it is Kyrie. Got it. Got it. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, last bit. And then we'll do our second, I think second to last row of fringe is our next one. And then after that is our last couple rounds, and then our last row of fringe, hopefully. We might be wrong though. We might need an extra round of fringe, but we're close to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You know what I really want to do is I really want to make a bunch of these trees, but not like Christmas tree versions, and then I could have little sets of trees. I could just have a bunch of trees. How are you looking? Pretty good. Pretty not too shabby. Yeah, I'm liking it. Right? Looking pretty good. We'll do on the top, right like there. Yeah, I'm liking this. All right, frill round, a couple more rounds, another frill, and then a round or two of just regulars. Cool. All right, frill round. You remember the dealio on frill rounds. We do front loops only. We're gonna skip the first stitch, half double crochet 5 into the next. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and oh my god, 5. Bag a day crochet coming in hot. Bag a day, you're so sweet. Oh my goodness. Bag a day came in with $100 tip. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. That's so nice of you. I hope you're doing great, Bag a Day Crochet. By the way, if you haven't checked out Bag a Day Crochet's channel, they have their own YouTube channel. They've got a bunch of subscribers. They're very popular and they make amazing crochet stuff. It's really cool. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, what? That is so sweet. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay, well, we got to add a golden ornament for them, of course. Maybe a couple more golden ornaments. Oh my god. Thank you so much. If you're still sticking around. Oh, there you go. Yes, I will absolutely email you. I think I emailed you last year, but it was like right around the holidays. I think things got out, away from us. I'll email you after this though. Let's do a collaboration. Absolutely. I would absolutely love that. Oh, thank you again. I really, really, really appreciate that. That is so... Thank you. Merry Christmas. 1, 2, 3. Let's keep going. 4 and 5. Oh. That's so cool. Wow. That's awesome. 3, 4, 5. Skip 1, slip stitch 1. Okay, just a few more of this for this last frill here. We really should have added one bobble stitch there. We totally didn't, but whatever. We'll do one on the next round. We'll do a gold one. 3, 4, and 5. Skip 1, slip stitch 1. Skip 1, half double crochet 5. I wonder what we're gonna end up on this time, because like it seems like every round we end up on something different. Either we finished a round with it perfect, or but we'll find out. 1, 2, 3, 5. Skip 1, slip stitch 1. I think it might be a perfect end. 1, 2. Or we just have the last stitch be a slip stitch. Let's find out though. 3, 4, 5. Skip 1, slip stitch 1. What millimeter? It is a 4 millimeter crochet hook. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for doing that. Sarah's on it. 2, 4, and 5. Skip 1. Front loop only slip stitch. Oh no, we're gonna finish on a half double. Okay, so skip 1, half double 5, and then that'll be our last of our frill round here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we need to just do our rounds of working into the unused back loop only and doing just a half double crochet into each stitch around. There's one. Nice and easy. And then we can put it onto our tree and find out where we want to add our ornaments. And we'll have to make sure that add an ornament, of course, for Bag a Day Crochet, for that insane support. Thank you again. How do I control my yarn tension? You know, usually what I say when people ask that question is yarn tension. A lot of how to do yarn tension is about practice. Practice makes perfect when it comes to that, because it just takes a lot of effort to get good at that. I would say some quick ways to fix your yarn tension. Smaller crochet hook makes your yarn tension tighter. Bigger crochet hook makes your yarn tension bigger on average. That totally depends on how tightly you crochet though, because if you crochet really tightly, it won't matter. The big tip that I have for controlling yarn tension is after every single stitch, you'll see me pull tight. Like I pull it tighter, and that's how I make sure that it's always the same yarn tension. I go in, I do my half double crochet like normal, and then I pull it to tighten everything up. That's how I control my tension a little bit easier, is I correct my tension after every single stitch so that they're always corrected the right way. But also just actively practicing crocheting tighter or looser. Just go make a simple project that you know is going to be a pointless project, like one that you're going to throw away anyhow. And then do a round where you're like, okay, now I'm going to do really loose tension. Now I'm going to do really tight tension. And then that way you can practice your tension out. Those are some good tips. Anybody else got any good tips for Lonnie about how to control your yarn tension? Another good tip is how you hold it with your left hand. Some people do this, weaving in and out of their fingers, so that they have it's really tense, so they don't have to really hold tight. They can just control the tension of the yarn that way. I personally don't really like to do that. I like to just have it go over one finger. How do I pull your hook through the loops without your hands? How do I pull it through the loop without my hand? You mean without going like this and helping to guide it in? I use a scoop. A scoop is the easiest way to get it through the stitches. You yarn over and then you scoop it. See how I'm scooping it up? That's how you get it through the stitches a lot easier. Boom, boom, scoop. Then yarn over and scoop through all of them. Because when you have the hook here and you're gonna pull it through, if I just pull it like this, it'll get stuck. It'll be hard to get through. But if I twist my hook as I'm going, here, let me zoom in. If I twist my hook as I'm going and I scoop it like this, then there's nothing for it to get stuck on, and it makes it through that whole stitch. And then once I'm out of the stitch, I flip it back under like that. That's how I control tension. But I'm very curious if anybody else has any other thoughts on how they like to control tension a little easier. Okay, just a few more stitches here and we will be done with this round and get it all prepared for our next round and where we're going to put our ornaments on one of our last rounds. Actually, we're coming close. God, thank you so much again to Bag a Day Crochet. That was a crazy big tip and I super duper appreciate that. Wow, just wow. Thank you again. 1, 2, I think this next stitch is actually our last stitch, but we'll count them in just a second. Okay. First, let's count our stitches just to make sure I might have added a stitch somewhere where I shouldn't, so I just want to make sure I didn't do that. And then we can put it on our tree and look at where our next ornaments are going to go. Okay. This is the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, 31. Okay, that's not right. That means that, yes, we did put 2 into 1 stitch. Or maybe this one isn't supposed to have a stitch. Well, I don't know where I put 2 into 1. Let's count it backwards again. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 30. Yeah. Okay, we'll just go into this stitch then, because we accidentally increased. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but we did. That's okay. We will make it work. We'll go, I'm just going to actually do a single crochet 2 together to make it work like that. Okay, now let's put it onto our piece and pick where we want our next ornaments. There we go, all the way to the top. Tippity top. Top of the tip too, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, ornaments. We want 1 here. We actually want 2 between these reds. We'll want 1 after this blue, and then 1 really early on, probably like right under this white, like right here. So we'll do this one as our gold one for Bag a Day Crochet, and then we'll go past that. So we'll go right here, do our first one. 1, 2, 3. We'll do a first one right here. Yeah. Here's our gold yarn. Thank you again. Boom. And right here. 1, 2, 3, and there you go. Boom. Beaut. What a beaut. Beautiful golden. The on-screen chat is very far behind. Yeah, it is very far behind, isn't it? Oh my god, it's like crazy far behind. Let's just fix that. There we go. That might help. I restarted it. Let's see if it starts to repopulate. Someone say something in the chat. Okay, so we want to do another one over here. Looks like we can do a yellow one right here. Right after this red bobble. There you go, snowman star. Let's see if that populates the chat. Yep, there it goes. It's working again. Sorry about that. I mean, I ain't done nothing. It's not my fault. Cool. Boom. And a yellow bobble right here. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay. There's another ornament. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We want another. Well, let's do a white one over here, and then I'll do ones in between it on the next round. So white one right. Yeah, right after the. Actually, we'll do it all the way near the end. We'll do a white ornament. Then we'll do a bunch of ornaments on this next round, where we're going to be doing our increasing. What kind of yarn is suitable for 4mm crochet hook? Yeah, like Sarah is saying, I suggest using medium weight yarn or worsted weight yarn is the best weight to use. This is actually what that is. That's medium weight yarn. Yeah, it's just thick enough where you can still work with it and it's not like too crazy. Wow, we have got one heck of a knot starting to form at the bottom of our bit here. Let's do a little bit of cleanup. Start with our white yarn, which we're actually going to need, so keep that to the side. Then we'll do our yellow yarn. We'll just untangle it one color at a time. Yellow, blue. Blue is the most tangled one, I think. Blue might not even respond well. Wow, what a mess. And there's this gray thread in here. Oh boy. Oh yeah, what a mess. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Wow, this really got out of hand. Okay. Wow, how exciting. Let's watch Louie untangle a bunch of yarn. I should have called this episode. Okay, gray thread is untangled. Let us ball this back up and put it to the side. What time we got? 5:45. Not too bad. We're doing all right on time. Still got to do the star stuff, but that's all right. Octopus Kim said that their yarn is also tangled. Let's wind up our red next. Yeah, it just all became this crazy big mess of yarn at the bottom. I mean, it is a mess. But actually, I'm almost untangled. You only have an 8mm crochet hook, but your yarn is too thin. Yeah, that's a big crochet hook too. You need, yeah, exactly what Sarah said. You're gonna need like blanket yarn or something big for that large of a crochet hook. All right, we are free and untangled. Wow, what a big tip. That's so cool. That's way cool. Okay. All right, so we wanted to put a white bauble right at the end here. Back to this. Back to finishing up our beautiful Christmas tree. Gorgeous even. We'll put a white bauble right at the end here. And then, yeah. What yarn do I use? I think I'm using Lily Sugar and Cream yarn right now, but I switch off often. I find that Bernat has a really good cotton yarn, and as does Lion Brand has a pretty good cotton yarn that I like too. But I believe right now I'm using a bunch of variations of Lily Sugar and Cream yarn. I really like using 100% cotton yarn in general. It's my favorite kind of yarn to use for amigurumi. Because I just think it makes my... I like the way... I like being able to see where all my stitches are very clearly. And... yeah, whatever. We'll do one more there. Probably shouldn't, but I did. Okay. Alright, so now we are on our next round of increasing. I believe we are on 9 half double crochets and then an increase, I think, to bring us up to 33 stitches total. But I'm not 100% sure. It is, look at that. It is so close to the same height. We just need, yeah, I think one more increase, one more frill, and then one more round, and then we'll call it. And then we also want to make sure that we add our ornaments in this round. So we're going to do an ornament. We're going to do probably we can do a blue one here, a yellow one here, and then a red one on this side. Somewhere after the gold. But let's try that. Let's do 9 and then increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's 7. We wanted a red. Mini bobble. 1, 2, 3 for me. Cool. Okay, so there's our red one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then our increase after that. 10 and 11, and then we're just going to repeat that 3 times total. So let's do it again. 9 and then increase. 1, 2, 3. We can do a blue one right over here. 4, 5, 6. Let's do 7 there. 8 will be the bobble. 1, 2, 3. 9 will lock this in, and then another increase. And we got one more ornament to make. Hi K8. How are you? Welcome to the stream. And then increase here. Right? Yeah. I trust myself. Okay. And then I think we can do another red one right here before the end. And that'll be our last ornament. More. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then our last increase. Perfect. 1 and 2. Okay. Okay, we got one more round of frills. But we are, like, seriously so close to being done. Yeah. I think we got one more round of frills, and then we got a round of, like, a single round of half double crochets after that. Actually, we might want to do one more after that. Actually, no, it fits. It totally fits. Look at that. We'll just need to, like, squish it down a little bit, but yeah, that totally worked. Okay. God, I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do our round of frills, and then we'll do a round of half double crochets into the back loops, and then we'll add our star, and that'll be our... Oh, it looks pretty good. Oh, we can get this stitch marker out of here too. Well, we'll pull it out once we get this off. Ugh. Doesn't come off easy, which is good actually. Okay, last frill round. Skip 1, half double crochet 5. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. 4, 5. Skip 1, slip stitch. All the way around. Skip 1, half double crochet. 5, 1, 2. 4, 5, skip 1, and slip stitch in the front loop. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1. Oh, we're so close. 1, 2. We got to pull up our star pattern after this. 5. I made one. Actually, 1, 2, using paper. Also, the cone. Check it out. So in the very beginning of this video, I made a paper cone, and the paper cone should work. Yeah, paper cone totally also works. I'm gonna have to. The paper cone's longer. I made the paper cone too long, but it also totally works. I would just have to cut it shorter. But all I did for that was I just rolled the paper up and then cut it flat, and that was it. Like, really, that's all I did, and I taped it together. So this totally works. Like, paper definitely works if you want to try using paper instead. Yeah, and then obviously if you want to keep repeating this to make it longer and longer, you totally can. You don't need to just make it this long. We can make it longer. I mean, we could have stopped earlier and made it shorter. One, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch here. I guess we could change to brown here if we wanted to make it like have a. I think it. I kind of like the idea of not doing a like a trunk, but we totally could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1, slip stitch 1. Cool. All right, last bit. Skip that one. And last part, I'm just gonna into the unused back loops only. We're gonna just do, this is where I'm think if you wanted to do a stump, it would be now. You'd change to brown instead. And you just do a round of half double crochets into the back loops only in brown. Three, 4, 5. All right, gosh, we're so close to being done. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. What is the biggest hook you've used and what project was it for? Ooh, good question. I think the biggest hook I've used is like, well, I actually don't remember the size of it, but it was for blanket yarn. It was actually not even blanket, it was like super duper blanket yarn. I did it in the live stream we did for crocheting a ghost. I think that was the largest thing I've ever crocheted before. And it was a gigantic crochet hook. Big blue. Big blue crochet hook. How about you guys? 10 millimeter. You made a kiwi bird plushie. Oh, cute. Ooh, do you hear that? Those are my fingers. Pippity poppitin'. Just can't stop it in. All right. Coming to the end. And obviously we were going to check to make sure this is the right size before we cut our yarn. Just in case. I think we're pretty close to the end, or right size. All right, that's the last stitch. Okay, start at the top and then squeeze our way down. Yeah, I think this is good. Huh? Not too bad. That is great. Okay, let's push down all that. I love it. Oh my god, that's great. Okay. I guess we could do one more round of just half double crochets. Just because it is pulled a little tight. You can start to see through it. So let's do that, and then we'll cut it, sew it closed, and then add our star. So we'll do one more round just to be safe, so it doesn't get too squished up together. and then we'll close it up. Oopsies. One. All right. 3. We should probably keep count of this last round just to make sure we even had the right count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think we should have 33. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yeah, we are 30. 1, 2, 3, right? Oh, actually, we might have been off. 1, 2. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to do 1 single and then a slip stitch to finish it. We'll cut the yarn and we're going to hide this end. And then we'll add our tree or our star as our last bit. So we got to pull up their star pattern. Luckily, I already have the website up. All right. 1 in, up, up. I'm just gonna hide it. I'm gonna try to hide this as well as I can. Okay, now for the star, I actually already have a pattern for that, so I'm just gonna go to the free tutorial. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. If you're looking for the star pattern, it is already available. You can find that at clubcrochet.com/star. Obviously, I'll add it to this pattern though, so you don't have to like jump around, jump up, and get down. Gah. There we go. And all right, so we'll put this to the side. Just a sec. Or, let's put it onto it, and then we can sew the star on. All right. Okay, so the tree itself is great. I do definitely want to make a bunch of these trees, just not with the baubles and stuff, so that way it's like I could just use them for other projects. But gosh, it's very cool. That's super cool. And we can put things under it. So we could take this little ball of yarn, put it under it, and put a little present under it. We can actually have presents under the tree. How cute. Okay. Put that to the side for just a second, and let's make a star. We want to use our gold yarn for that. I think the best way to make a star, let's see, we want a somewhat big star. I think we can try star number 2. So let's try that. One, 2, 4, 5. Zoe. Hey, Hey, Casey, how are you? My day is going A-okay. I mean, we came up with a plan for a Christmas tree, and it worked, so that alone is pretty great. Bag a Day Crochet came in here and tipped $100, so that made things pretty awesome too. 1, 2. So I'm not going through how to crochet a star right now because there is already a tutorial on the website, but it's pretty, it's not too complicated. Lanny, is there a pattern for a present? There sure is. You can find it at clubcrochet.com/present or gift box. Might be under gift box, but there is a pattern for a present on the site. It actually shows you how to make different sizes of presents, starting with, let's see, I have the little ittiest bittiest one somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I have a very teeny tiny one somewhere, but it's gone missing. Okay, next we want to increase, okay, slip stitch 1, chain 1, then we'll half double crochet 1, mini picot 1, 2, stitch, and then another half double crochet, and then chain 1, and then continue that all the way around. Great. Slip stitch, chain, half double, mini picot. We're gonna make 2 of these and sew them both together, so it's a thicker star. It holds its shape a little bit better. Chain. You can see how the star's coming together. Yeah, that'll be a good size. It'll be kind of a big star on the top, but that's okay. We can always make a smaller one too, if you want to see what size we want to make. We'll see how this one looks first, and then we'll see if we want to make another one. Super cold weather where you're at. Where you're at, Casey? I think you might have told me this before, but I can't remember. It is pretty cold here, though. It was hot yesterday, though. It was really weird. It's like kind of switching itself around all over the place. Okay. Chain 1. All right, last bit for the star. Chain 1. Okay. Okay, so this is star number 1. It's pretty tiny, actually. I thought it was going to be bigger, but it's pretty small. Yeah, that's a... Oh my gosh, that's like made for that. Look at that. It's like made to be up there. It's like it was part of the plan all along. Because it was. So we're going to do one more of these stars to sew them together so that it's like a nice thick star. It's not too loose. But we're almost done. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Four degrees outside. Jeez Louise. 4 degrees in Oklahoma. Golly, that is freezing. Literally. Haha. No, but it's not really a joke. It is just freezing cold. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. increase. Two. Six. Eight. 10. Slip stitch, chain one, and then do your star point. One. I knew that was the last song. How did I know that? That's crazy. I was like, I feel like that was the last song in the 3 hours. That's wild. I'm on it. Stitch. One. We have to let Jimbo say hi, bye, before the end of the live stream. Don't let me forget. Jimbo needs to see the audience, or he'll be complaining all night. He'll be like, "You didn't let me say hi." We can't have that. No, no. Jeez, you guys are in freezing places. That's crazy. Y'all are crazy. Here I am in Southern California, like, it's cold today, and it was like 55 maybe. Such a Cali boy. One. All right. Two. Into that first stitch. Boom. All right, now we sew these together. Let's leave a somewhat long end so we have something to sew it with. Chow. Chow. All right. Cut these too short. Okay. Put these up, flat up against each other. And then, like that rather. And then we'll just sew it on. 1, 2. All right. I hear you, Jimbo. Okay. All right. Yes, yes. See, that's a star. How big is the raptor? The raptor's very tiny. It's like super duper tiny. Hold on, I'll show you one. The raptor totally could fit under there, if that's what you're asking. Oh wait, oops. Yeah. Almost there. Yeah, yeah, that's a star. Okay. You can totally, that's one of my favorite patterns I've ever made, so I highly suggest you'd make a raptor. They're really quick to make, too. One. Couple more points. Dude, Coffee and Crochet, thank you. Aw, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. That's really sweet of you. Thank you, Coffee and Crochet. I would add an ornament to the tree for you, but we're already finished the tree itself. So we're just adding our last little bit, but I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. Hope you've been good. I haven't seen your live streams recently, but I hope they're going well. You been playing any good games recently? Coffee and Crochet live streams on Twitch, actually. Does a lot of video gaming, and also crocheting. Which I actually want to start doing video game live streams next year a lot more. And I'd love for your feedback on like how to get started. So I'll hit you up soon. We'll do a little call or something. I'd like to pick your brain about how I should set myself up in the right way. But I hope you're doing well. And thank you again for your support. I appreciate it. Okay. Alright, so this will be our last bit. Now we've got our star that we just need to sew to the top. Hey Joanne, how are you? Boom. That's it. Okay. I'm gonna go boom, around like that. Oh, you know what? We should do a, wait. We should put like a pipe cleaner or something in it, so that way it like stands up straight. Okay. So just in case it like, you know, doesn't stand up straight, I'm gonna use an orange pipe cleaner. I think I'll cut it into quarter. Like that. Yeah, we'll cut it. Actually, we'll just cut a little bit off here. So if we go one, that long. Yes, there will be a pattern for the tree. I just need to, I'll probably work on it, try to work on it tomorrow, if I have the time, to add to the website. But Cooper has been helping, Cooper's been helping by writing this pattern down while we've been going, so that should make things a lot easier. Oh my god, I would love to do that, Linda. 100% is like, yeah, that would be super cool. I would absolutely love to take it to a convention. I just don't feel like confident about them yet. Like, I feel confident about the games. I think they're great games. I just don't feel confident about like the marketing and how I've like presented it just yet. So if I just go straight into the top like this, I mean, I honestly, I don't even need to sew it on then. That works perfect. We're just going to do that. So we're just going to, I'll just double knot these two ends and hide them on the inside. And then we don't need to sew it onto the top, which is great because then we can like add the star later if we want to. Or we can change it with a, what's it called? An angel if we want to. I was always a star. We were always a star family. Oh, cool. Thank you, Cooper. I appreciate you. And everybody, quick shout out. Cooper is amazing. Everybody should be thanking Cooper in the chat. He's been extremely helpful. Not only is he always here watching out for people being weird in the chat, which luckily we are in a great situation where we don't really have too many weirdos here, but also he's extremely helpful because he wrote down this pattern for us so that we could add it to the website. So thank you, Cooper. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. And he tipped, which was crazy cool too. There. All right, so we'll go boom, and we'll go boom. All right, here we go, guys. We'll add the star. Zoom it out a little bit. I know you're gonna see my weird backdrop edges, but it's great because it gives you the full view of the tree. Da 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 da. Yeah, I like that side of the star more. Christmas tree. Oh my god, it's great. I love it. I'm super proud of that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm not gonna do tinsel right now because I am super hungry and I could use some food. But it would be fun to add tinsel as a later project too. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys had a great Thursday, and I hope you have a great holiday, and I hope you have a great end of the year, and I hope you have a great next year. I will be back online on January, I think it's the 5th. Let me look. I'm taking a week off for the holidays. Yeah. So January the 5th, same time, same place, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I mean, not 5 p.m., 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right here. Happy hooking. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. All that stuff. But most importantly, you hang up. Oh my god, stop. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, you're making me blush. Stop. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first though. No, maybe you hang up first though. Okay. No. Yeah. Hello. Okay. Are you still there? No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Oh my gosh. Stop. I almost forgot about Jimbo. Jimbo! Come here. Come here. Here. I almost forgot. We almost forgot. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, Jimbo. What? Where are you going now? Yeah. What? I love you. Don't bite me. Okay. Love you, buddy. Say Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas. You don't want to? Okay, okay. Bye, guys. Yeah. What do you want? You want to play? Okay, we can play. Go get your toy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You want to say bye one more time? Say bye. Okay. All right. Bye.